Hello everyone, Max is here, and today's video is gonna be about top 5 guitars I wish I never sold. Well, some of them were sold because I was looking for something new. Some I sold because I needed money or because I had to move from my country to the other country and I couldn't have them. Nevertheless, this is my top 5 of the coolest guitars. They are pretty rare or sentimental to me. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And at number 5, I would go with maybe even 2 guitars because they are pretty similar. Back in 2015, I owned 2 Fender Mustangs. First one was from 1964, pre-CBS era, and the other one 1966. Still CBS parts, and if you know what CBS era means, you know that those are most sought after guitars, even though it's a Mustang, not a Fender. Because if it was not a Stratocaster or something, you know, because let's say if I had a Tele or a Strat from 1960s, that could be like easily 5 digits. So I didn't play those guitars much. I was mostly looking like I use them as a prop for some photo shoots. I'm not even sure if I can show them to you because my video could be banned, you know, because I used to do those like naked chicks photo shoots. And I was lucky to sell them for almost twice as much I paid for them. So initially that was my plan, to kind of make some money while enjoy playing those Mustangs. And to this day, I remember my biggest most viewed video on YouTube was me playing this Mustang. I was just quietly playing it, you know, and using some of my guitar pedals. So here's my clean sound, here's my fuzz or delay or chorus. I played something similar to Nirvana because Kurt was famous for using his 60s Mustang. And yeah, so those are pretty cool guitars. I believe now they would be much more expensive than I sold them for. And I remember I sold them for like 2400s each, because 64 one was pretty beat up and refinished and relicked. Still looked cool and it was playable. The sound was amazing. The playability was great. I mean, yeah, refinished guitar from 60s, maybe not as good as original paint, but still. And the 66 one was original paint, really good condition. Like, damn, some of my 2000s guitars were my workhorses and they were in a worse condition. Anyway, Fender Mustang 1964, 1966, they're taking the number 5 spot in my list of the guitars I wish I never sold. On number 4, there's this gorgeous Epiphone for the price of Gibson. The one's called Thunderbird 7, I believe 63 reissue, 61. Well, when I moved to US, I brought like 4 guitars with me, and that was pretty challenging because they're heavy, and taking a flight, you know, with changing in few countries, also having 2 cats, and obviously my wife was helping me as she could, but still, so I couldn't get this one. But this Epiphone, man, did it sound great, did it look great, it even smelled great, you know what I mean? If you like smell a Gibson guitar, or you know what I mean, what the good smell is, right? And this guitar, you could never tell it's an Epiphone. It was made probably like Indonesia or Korea or something. I mean, not in America. And I got it fairly cheap for like $600 with a hard case, and the condition was mint. It was like, it felt like the guy never played it. It felt like that. And I used it for a few songs. I used it for a music video of the Heavy Crawls' Take Me Higher. And I used it on a couple of songs I did for my clients. The rhythm guitar, it was amazing as well. And I played it on our farewell tour in Ukraine with the Heavy Crawls, the tour during the wartime. and this guitar, man, always in tune. It looked amazing because of 3 pickups and vibrola, not a Bixby, vibrola. Hope I spelled it right, pronounce it right. I mean, and that was a cool guitar. Probably you watching the pictures. I can also include the links with demos of those guitars. I mean, if they're available. And take a look. I mean, now I wanted to buy the same one, but I couldn't find the one cheaper than $1,300. Could you imagine? I sold it for like 8, got it for like 6, and now you've got to cash out for like $1,350. Damn, they're really rare, but this is a sick guitar. Right, number 3. Oh man, my heart aches when I'm thinking about this guitar. It was a Washburn HB15, like a jazzy guitar, hollow body with F holes, and just 1 pickup, mini humbucker. It was one of my earliest guitar I purchased, and initially it was meant to be my slide guitar. Like, it was usually either open G or open E tuning, and sometimes I used it even as an acoustic guitar. So most notable songs is probably The Crawls, It Didn't Matter, the first song I got on a national radio ever, playing this slide guitar. Da 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 da. It sounded so heavy. I mean, again, it's a jazz guitar. It was created to play like jazz, like something like that. I'm not a jazz player, but I used to use a big muff and those tube amps, like my favorite Fender Hot Rod, and it sounded so heavy. It sounded so fuzzy. It sounded so garage rock, like Jack White or Dan Auerbach, or I mean, all those guys. It was so cool, especially for a 2-piece. I didn't even need any bass for that guitar, because sometimes, if I was using 2 amps, like a bass amp to have the same riff in 2 amps, plus the octave down pedal for a bass amp. So let's say I'm playing like, and it goes like octave lower. But for that, Washburn never needed that. Also, the other song I used it for was My Inner Prison on Tony Round's second album. Probably my favorite song of the album. I use it as an acoustic guitar first because, again, it got F holes. Basically, it's like an acoustic archtop. So I just mic'd it up and I mean, it sounded pretty interesting, but not like an acoustic, but it's like archtop guitar, not a dreadnought or something, but damn, I miss it a lot. Also, it was used on the song called What If by The Crawls on the debut album. And yeah, but then I purchased this Harmony Rocket off my friend from the Stray Tones. And I thought, why would I need like 2 hollow body guitars? Even though the Harmony, it got like 2 pickups, and slightly different sound. So now I cannot even find one on the internet, like Washburn. I believe I sold it for like $250. They were that cheap, right? And I do regret it. It looked cool, as you can see from the pictures, and it sounded so damn good. Well, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is one of 500's limited edition Gibson SG aged wine red. It was so dark. Some people thought it's like black guitar, not red. But it was like really dark red color. I played a lot of songs on it, a lot of gigs. My favorite show in Poland with Uli John Roth from the Scorpions and Electric Sun. I used this guitar. I used it on my solo album Mesmerize for quite a few songs. I used it on the Heavy Crawls album, on songs like Burns Me From Inside, Too Much Rock and Roll, By the way, I'm not ready with the speech. I'm doing it on the spot, so I might be wrong, but not with that. Those songs, I did use this guitar. And damn, it was a hell of a guitar. I remember I sold it for a couple of reasons. First of all, I had my knee surgery and I needed money for the therapy and everything because my friends helped me out back in the day when I needed the surgery and they covered like 60% of my expenses. So I decided to sell it and sell this one and some other guitar I owned, some Fender Deluxe 50th anniversary Stratocaster. I'm not including the list because it was just a good guitar. I had a lot of guitars in my life, so I mean, it's not worth top 5. But anyway, I still remember drinking with my friend Phil, and I say, hey man, if I sell both of those guitars, I'm gonna propose to my now wife, to my girlfriend Veronica, and because I always want to buy a nice ring like Cartier ring or Tiffany or something, so I ended up with the Cartier, and that's crazy. But literally the next day, I've got an offer for my guitar, and I sold it for a real good price. So I don't want to say like I regret it, because I don't regret obviously being married, and we're together for more than 5 years now, and I love the fact I got a really high-end ring, because I mean my baby deserves it, right? But yeah, that's a cool guitar. It sounded fantastic, it looked great, and I cannot find one like that anymore. So I hope the guy who purchased that off Marketplace back in 2019, I hope he enjoys it, because that was a sick guitar. I used it for some heavy tunes. I even used for Electric Pussy albums. It was used for Max Tovstyi albums. It was used for Max Tovstyi and friends playing the blues. It was used for the heavy crawls. I mean, damn, that was a damn guitar. That was a sick guitar. Well, then we slowly move into number one. Number one in my list, that was a Fender Stratocaster. Not an American made, surprisingly. Not even a Japan made. It was a Mexican made, 57 reissue. Snowy white, white as white could be, with a maple neck, white pickguard, all white. Damn, it sounded so clean. I don't know, man. Probably nowadays something changed, because that guitar, I have like a 57 reissue American one that's like $2,000 guitar, but that one was not worse at all. It was so good. Those vintage style small tuners, those cleanest pickups ever. And that's crazy because I sold it even twice. Once I sold it to my friend Ivan, who then moved to US, and he gave it back to me. And then I sold it to my basketball teammate Yehor. And yeah, damn, I miss this guitar. I used it on Turnaround first album, Turnaround second album, The Crawls first album, and I believe the second one as well. I was touring with this one, especially as a part of Turnaround. So back in the day, I was touring with two guitars, my Les Paul, that I'll never sell. That's my number one favorite guitar ever. And the second guitar was that white Strat. And yeah, I mean, back in the day, I sold it for some reasons. I don't know if I needed money or if I just had too many guitars. But yeah, I kind of miss it. That was a cool guitar. Again, I am posting the links under this video, so go to the video description, and there's gonna be links to all the albums I mentioned, and you can have a listen, and maybe you will understand why I regret selling them now. So thanks for watching, and the next video I'll probably do playing this Gibson guitar that I just acquired recently, and I think that's the best acoustic guitar I ever had. Hopefully I don't have to sell it ever, you know, and that's pretty sick. I want to do a video about it. Well, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon